Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily English Channel. I'm Emma.
And I'm Paul. It's great to see you all again. If you want to improve your real-life English, you've come to the right place.
Today, we are covering a topic that everyone needs: clothes. Whether you love fashion or just want to be comfortable, this lesson is for you.
Exactly. By the end of this episode, you will learn how to describe outfits in detail, talk about seasonal styles, and master useful vocabulary for shopping and budgeting. We also have some must-know idioms that native speakers use daily.
It's going to be a packed lesson. But first, if you want to help us grow, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell right now. It really supports the channel.
Thank you. Now, let's open our closets and get started. So, Emma, let's start at the very beginning of the day. The sun comes up, the alarm goes off, and eventually we have to get dressed. What is your process? Do you have a specific system?
Oh, absolutely. I am a creature of habit. It might seem simple, but I think there is a logical order to getting dressed. Usually, I put on my underwear first, obviously. Then I usually put on my pants or my skirt. And finally, I put on my top or shirt.
That sounds normal, but how do you decide what to wear?
Well, I actually try to be very organized. I check the weather forecast on my phone to see if it is going to rain or be sunny. Then I usually choose my clothes the night before. I take them out of the closet and lay them out on a chair. That way, when I wake up, everything is ready.
Wow, you prepare the night before? That is very impressive. You are much more disciplined than I am.
Really? What do you do?
I am the opposite. I am not that organized. I usually wake up, drink my coffee, and then stand in front of my closet with the door open. I just stare at my hanging clothes for 5 minutes, trying to decide what I feel like wearing. It depends on my mood.
Does that take a long time?
Sometimes it can be a bit stressful. Sometimes I pull out a shirt, put it on, look in the mirror, and think, no, this looks terrible. Or maybe I realize the shirt has a big wrinkle and needs ironing, and I don't have time to iron. So I have to change my outfit 2 or 3 times before I leave the house.
That sounds exhausting. And you know, when you are rushing like that in the morning, that is when mistakes happen.
Oh, I know. I have made many mistakes.
Have you ever rushed out the door, arrived at work, or met a friend, and suddenly realized you were wearing your shirt inside out?
Oh no, that is the worst feeling. For our listeners, let's explain that. Inside out means the interior part of the clothing is facing the outside world.
Exactly. The part that should touch your skin is on the outside, so everyone can see the ugly seams where the fabric is stitched together. And worst of all, they can see the white tag or label sticking out at your neck or on the side.
It is so embarrassing. You feel so silly. You have to run to a bathroom, take the shirt off, turn it the right way, and put it back on.
Yes, and there is another classic mistake. Sometimes, if you are really tired, you might wear a t-shirt back to front.
Ah, yes, back to front. This means the back side of the shirt is on your chest and the front side is on your back.
This happens a lot with t-shirts that have a lower neckline in the front. If you wear it back to front, suddenly the neck feels very high and tight. It feels like the shirt is choking you.
I have actually done that with a sweater before. I kept pulling at the neck all morning thinking, why is this sweater so uncomfortable today? Then I realized my mistake.
So, the lesson here is, check your clothes. Is it clean? Is it inside out? Is it back to front? A quick check in the mirror saves a lot of embarrassment. Okay, since we are both dressed correctly today, no tags showing, let's practice describing our current outfit.
Good idea. For our learners, the word outfit is very useful. It doesn't just mean clothes. An outfit is the specific combination of all the items you are wearing together at one time. It is your look.
Exactly. So, Paul, why don't you describe your outfit for us?
Sure. My outfit today is very relaxed. It is a casual day in the studio. I am wearing a navy blue t-shirt. It is completely plain.
Let's stop there for a second. What do you mean by plain?
Good question. When I say a piece of clothing is plain, I mean it has no pictures, no words, no logos, and no designs on it. It is just one solid color. In this case, solid dark blue. I really prefer plain clothes because they are simple and easy to match.
It looks very nice on you. Navy blue is a classic color. And what are you wearing on your legs?
I am wearing a pair of classic gray chinos.
Chinos. That is a great vocabulary word. Can you explain what those are? Are they jeans?
No, they are not jeans. Jeans are made of denim, which is a heavy, rough material. Chinos are pants made from a softer, lighter cotton material called twill. They look a little bit nicer than jeans, maybe a bit smarter or more professional, but they are still very comfortable and casual. You can wear them to an office or to a park.
And to finish the outfit.
To finish the look, I have on my favorite white sneakers. So, plain t-shirt, chinos, and sneakers. It is a very standard, comfortable outfit.
Simple, clean, and stylish. I like it.
Thank you. What about you, Emma? You look a bit more dressed up than I do.
Just a little bit. I decided to wear something nice for the video. I am wearing a light blue blouse. A blouse is basically a shirt, but we usually use this word for women's clothing. It is often made of softer, lighter, more flowing fabric than a man's shirt. It looks a bit more elegant.
It looks great. And unlike my plain shirt, yours is not plain at all.
Correct. My blouse has a pattern. A pattern is a repeated design on the fabric. My pattern is white lines going up and down.
Ah, stripes. So you are wearing a striped blouse.
Exactly. On the bottom, I am wearing dark wash jeans.
What does dark wash mean?
When we talk about jeans, the wash refers to the color and how the denim was treated. Light wash jeans are very pale blue. Dark wash jeans are a deep, dark blue, sometimes almost black. They generally look a bit more professional and slimming than light jeans. And finally, on my feet, I am wearing brown ankle boots. They are practical for walking, but still look cute.
It's a great mix of style and comfort. Speaking of comfort, Emma, we all have that one item in our closet that we love more than anything. Do you have a go-to piece?
Oh, absolutely. Let's define that first. A go-to item is the thing you rely on. It is your automatic choice. When you don't know what to wear or you want to feel safe and happy, you grab your go-to item.
Exactly. So what is yours?
My go-to item is definitely my oversized red cardigan. It is a big knitted sweater that opens at the front with buttons. It is so soft. I keep it on my chair at work because the air conditioning is always too cold. When I put it on, I feel like I'm being hugged.
That sounds lovely. My go-to piece is definitely my old denim jacket. I've had it for 10 years.
10 years? Wow.
Yes, it is definitely a bit worn out.
Worn out. That means it looks old, used, and maybe damaged from being worn so much, right?
Yes, the color is fading. It is not bright blue anymore. It is almost white in some places. And the collar is a little frayed. But because it is so old, the fabric is incredibly soft. It feels like a second skin. Even though it looks a bit messy, I cannot throw it away.
I understand completely. Sometimes the oldest clothes are the best friends.
Of course, our go-to items have to change depending on the time of year. We can't wear the same things in July that we wear in January.
That is very true, especially in countries with big temperature changes. In the summer, the goal is to stay cool. We wear light clothes. When we say light clothes, we are talking about the weight and thickness of the fabric. We want thin materials like cotton or linen.
Exactly. Linen is great because it is breathable. It lets the air touch your skin so you don't sweat too much. In summer, I live in shorts and t-shirts. And on my feet, sandals or flip-flops.
And colors are important too. In summer, we usually wear light colors like white, cream, yellow, or pastels. Dark colors like black absorb the sun's heat and make you hotter. Light colors reflect the sun.
But then winter arrives, and everything changes. In winter, we need heavy clothes.
Definitely. Heavy clothes are made of thick fabrics like wool, fleece, or heavy denim. The goal is insulation, keeping the heat inside.
In winter, I look like a different person. I wear a thick thermal undershirt, then a sweater, and then a big, heavy coat.
Layering is key, and accessories become very important. You can't just walk outside in a shirt. You need a scarf to wrap around your neck, gloves to protect your fingers, and a beanie or hat to keep your head warm.
And footwear. You cannot wear canvas sneakers in the snow or heavy rain. Your feet will get wet and freeze. You need thick, waterproof boots. Practicality becomes more important than fashion in the winter.
I agree. Although I do love winter fashion, I love big coats. But I hate the feeling of wearing so many clothes that I can't move my arms.
Now, Emma, let's switch gears. We have talked about what we wear, but how do we get these clothes? Let's talk about shopping.
A very dangerous topic.
Are you an in-person shopper who goes to the mall, or are you an online shopper?
I am definitely a traditional in-person shopper. I like to go to the high street or the shopping mall. I need this sensory experience. I want to touch the fabric to see if it is soft or scratchy. I want to see the true color in the light.
That makes sense.
But the most important reason is that I need to try on the clothes.
Yes, that is a crucial phrasal verb. To try on means to put the clothing item on your body inside the store temporarily to see if it fits and looks good.
Exactly. You take the clothes into the fitting room. This is the small, private room or cubicle in the shop with a mirror.
I have a love-hate relationship with fitting rooms. Sometimes the lighting is terrible.
Fitting room lighting is the worst, but it is necessary. I need to check the size. Brands are so different. A medium in one store might be huge, and in another store, it's tiny. If I don't try on the pants, they might not zip up.
That is the major drawback of online shopping. A drawback is a disadvantage or a negative point. I shop online a lot because I am lazy and I like to do it from my sofa. But the sizing is a gamble.
It is a risk.
Often I order a shirt, wait 3 days for it to arrive, and when I put it on, it's too tight, or the sleeves are too long. Then I have to return it. I have to print a return label, package it back up, and drive to the post office. It is a hassle.
That is why I prefer the store. You know immediately if it suits you.
Suits you. That is a great phrase. Can you explain it?
Sure. If clothes fit, it means they are the right size. Not too big, not too small. But if clothes suit you, it means they look good on you. They match your style, your personality, and your body shape. You can wear a shirt that fits perfectly, but the color is ugly, so it doesn't suit you.
Perfect explanation. I definitely need to try on clothes more often to make sure they suit me. Let's talk about the painful part of clothes. The cost. Money.
Yes. Clothes can be very expensive.
Do you have a specific budget for clothes?
I am usually on a tight budget.
That is a very common phrase. To be on a tight budget means you have a limited amount of money to spend. Your money is tight, not loose or free. You have to be careful with every dollar.
Exactly. Because I'm on a tight budget, I rarely buy clothes at full price. I always look for items that are on sale.
On sale means the shop has reduced the price. You look for those red stickers or the clearance rack, right?
Yes. If a jacket was $100 and it is marked down to $50, that is a bargain. I love finding a good deal.
Me too. But sometimes, even with a sale, things are just too expensive. Sometimes I see a beautiful leather jacket or a designer suit, and I look at the price tag and my eyes go wide. I realize it would cost an arm and a leg.
I love that idiom. Cost an arm and a leg.
It is a funny image, isn't it? It means something is extremely expensive, so expensive that you would have to sell your body parts to buy it.
Yes. If something costs an arm and a leg, I usually say, I can't really afford it. However, Paul, there is a balance. Sometimes it is better to spend more money on one high-quality item than to buy 10 cheap, low-quality items.
That is true. Quality over quantity.
High-quality clothes last longer. A cheap coat might tear or the zipper might break after one winter, but a good, expensive coat is an investment. It can last for 5 or 10 years.
I agree. Now, here is a tip for our listeners. If you are shopping in a big department store, the price is fixed. You cannot change it. But if you are shopping at a flea market, a bazaar, or a small independent boutique, sometimes you can negotiate.
Ooh, negotiation. That can be fun, but also scary.
If the seller gives you a price that is too high, you can offer a lower price. And if you can't agree, you can try to split the difference.
Split the difference. Let's explain that math.
Imagine I am selling a vintage jacket. I want $50 for it. You only want to pay $40.
Okay, so we are $10 apart.
We can meet in the middle. Half of 10 is 5, so we agree on $45. I go down 5, you go up 5. We split the difference.
That is a very useful phrase for business and shopping. It's a fair way to compromise so everyone is happy.
Even with a budget and good negotiation skills, we are all human. We all make mistakes. Do you have a shopping weakness, Emma? Something you cannot resist?
I definitely do. My weakness is t-shirts. I have so many t-shirts, striped ones, plain ones, vintage ones. My drawer is full, but I keep buying them.
Why?
I don't know. I see a cute one and I just want it. It's often an impulse buy.
An impulse buy. That is when you buy something suddenly, without planning. You didn't go to the store to buy a t-shirt, but you saw it, felt a sudden desire, an impulse, and bought it.
Exactly. I am guilty of that. What about you, Paul?
My weakness is shoes, sneakers specifically. I have about 15 pairs. I don't need 15 pairs of shoes. I only have 2 feet. But when I see a cool new design, I just want them.
It is dangerous.
Sometimes, when I go to the mall, I tell myself I will only look. But then, I see so many things I like, I just want to shop till you drop.
Shop till you drop. That is a fantastic idiom.
It is very descriptive. It means to go shopping for a long period of time, buying many things until you are physically exhausted. You shop until you fall down.
I think many people do this on Black Friday or during the big holiday sales. They run from store to store. It is exhausting, but exciting.
It feels good in the moment, but the regret comes later when you look at your bank account.
Or when you look at your closet and realize you have no space left.
And that leads us to the final and most boring part of clothing, the maintenance, the cleaning.
Ugh, laundry.
I hate doing laundry. It is such a chore.
Let's define that. A chore is a routine task or job, usually done at home, that is necessary but boring and unpleasant. Cleaning the toilet is a chore. Washing dishes is a chore. And laundry is a huge chore.
It is a long process. It is not just washing. First, you have to sort the clothes.
Yes, sorting is important. You have to separate the whites from the dark colors.
I learned this the hard way. Once I was lazy. I didn't sort my clothes. I threw a brand new red sock into the machine with my white work shirts.
Oh no, I can guess what happened.
I washed them in hot water. The red dye from the sock came out and mixed with the water. When I opened the machine, all my nice white shirts were pink. Bright pink.
That is a classic laundry disaster.
It was awful. So now I always sort my clothes carefully.
After washing, you have to dry them. And then, the worst part.
Folding.
Yes, folding the clothes and putting them away. It takes forever. Matching the socks is like a terrible puzzle.
And don't forget ironing. Some shirts come out of the dryer full of wrinkles. You have to stand there with the hot iron and smooth them out. I try to buy wrinkle-free shirts so I can avoid ironing.
Smart move. But sadly, laundry is just a part of life. If we want to have nice outfits and look professional, we have to do the chores.
Wow, Emma, we have covered so much ground today, from the moment we wake up to the moment we fold our clean socks.
It has been a very stylish conversation. But before we let our listeners go, let's do a comprehensive review. We used a lot of great vocabulary and idioms today. Repetition is the key to memory.
I agree. Let's do a quick quiz. I will give the definition and you give the word. Ready?
Ready.
Number 1. The combination of all the clothes you are wearing together at one time.
That is an outfit.
Correct. Number 2. A word describing clothing that has no pattern, no design, just one solid color.
That is plain, and the opposite is patterned.
Excellent. Number 3. A special room in a store where you put clothes on to check the size.
That is the fitting room, and the action is to try on the clothes.
Excellent. Number 4. A phrase meaning you have very little money to spend.
You are on a tight budget.
Number 5. An idiom meaning something is extremely expensive.
It costs an arm and a leg.
Number 6. A negotiation technique where you meet in the middle of two prices.
You split the difference.
Number 7. Buying something suddenly without planning it.
That is an impulse buy.
Number 8. An idiom meaning to shop until you are completely exhausted.
Shop till you drop.
And finally, if your shirt label is visible to the world, how are you wearing it?
You are wearing it inside out.
Perfect score, Emma! And perfect score to our listeners if you guessed along with us.
You guys are doing a fantastic job. This was a long lesson, but we hope you feel much more confident talking about your clothes, your shopping habits, and your style in English.
We certainly enjoyed bringing this lesson to you. Now, we want to hear from you. It is your turn to practice. We have our question of the day.
Here is the question. What is the most expensive item of clothing you own? Did it cost an arm and a leg? And was it worth the money?
Maybe it was a wedding suit or a special dress or maybe a pair of amazing boots. Tell us about it. Please write your answer in the comments section below.
We read all your comments, and writing your own sentences is the absolute best way to make these new words stick in your brain.
And finally, if you found this video helpful, please show us some love. Give us a big like, share this video with a friend who is learning English, and most importantly, subscribe to Daily English Channel.
Thank you so much for watching and learning with us today. Keep practicing, don't be afraid to make mistakes, and remember, fashion is fun, but comfort is king.
We will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.
Stay stylish. Bye.